RollingTStores.com, and I have another great fire ant product for you today. We've talked about the Bug Blaster, which is a bifenthrin product, and that's a really good broadcast. Now I've got a great product if you want to just spot treat the fire ant mounds. It's a fire ant killer, and it's 75% acephate. And you'll know it every time because it smells really, really bad, but it works really, really well. You get a 1 pound can, and it's got the metal lid on the top. I get a screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, and I just pry that up. And you see there's a foil that has that sealed. Well, if you have an ice pick, that'll work. I don't have an ice pick right now, but I've got a knife. And so I'm going to just punch and make my own holes. So I have my own shaker can, so that's very easy to do. Okay, again, when using any sort of chemicals, it's very important to use some sort of gloves. My favorite is the Atlas glove. It's a nitrile touch because it fits very close to your fingers, and so you have the dexterity that you need. And let me just open up a pair of these and put them on today. And then we'll get to treating this huge ant mound. The key for treating the fire ants, and it also will do pharaoh ants and carpenter ants, you need to treat them early in the morning or late in the evening because that's when they're the most active. If it's real, real hot and real, real dry, this isn't going to be as effective because they are down even deeper in the ground. A lot of times my customers will come in after it rains and they'll say, oh, there's ant mounds that's popped up everywhere. Well, that's why, because it's gotten wet and it's typically just a little bit cooler whenever we have rain. Alright, so now you're going to use about 1 to 2 teaspoons per mound. This 1 pound can will treat 108 mounds. I don't do a specific measuring, I just eyeball it, kind of like Rachel Ray always says, eyeball it. So we're going to eyeball treating this mound. And I'm not going to touch the mound because I don't want them to all come pouring out. Every ant that comes in contact with the powder and touches another ant is going to die. So this is how I do it. I just shake it all on the mound. I completely cover it. And that's all there is to it. Just walk away. The next day or two, you'll see that the mound is empty. Another place that I just wanted to mention that the ants really like to get to are next to anything electrical. As you see, there is an outdoor light right here, and typically they'll get next to that. They get next to air conditioning units. There's something about electricity that fire ants really like, so pay special attention to that because they actually ate through the motor at my house for the pump for my swimming pool. It's underneath the deck, and I didn't see that dirt had pushed up against it, and they formed a nest and completely destroyed the motor. So just remember, this fire ant killer, 1 pound can, 75% acephate, will do the trick for any sort of spot mound treatments of fire ants. I'm Rebecca Wilcox with RollingTStores.com.